Hello. Oh, what a bro. And hello, everyone. Welcome in to Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh is back. Dude, this is incredible. A little bit of background. When we did the Firaxis feature workshop, and we kind of saw some of the basic. They showed us a lot of the updates that they're working on. Not just the updates that is live now in Civ. By the way, for free. Gilgamesh is for free, which is fantastic. I'm glad it's not like another DLC or a Link 2K thing. One of the very first things we saw is that Gilgamesh was in the game, and we're like, what the heck? You didn't even tell us. We just loaded up the game, we just Civ selection, and it's just there. It's like, oh, hi. Immediately got excited. Of course, I wanted to just jump straight into a couple of other things that we were testing. Of course, today, we've talked about that a little bit, but today I want to focus mostly on what is actually live right now. And first of all, that's Gilgamesh. Secondly, there's also a couple of other little updates. I have gone ahead, I've disabled almost all of my UI mods so that you can see the game as is. Every time we do an update, I try to do this. One, for mod stability, or stability of the game, but also just so people can actually know what the game looks like. We have an appeal lens. Look at this. If you don't know, appeal's been in the game since launch. And the reason why appeal exists, it generates happiness on a tile. They actually reworked how this works. I don't know how I feel about it, but if a tile is charming or better, it generates appeal. You'll notice appeal is formed by a lot of the same things that we are familiar with. So it is like mountains as well as vegetation. So there is a mountain, vegetation. That's 3 appeal. It is now a charming tile. If something has even more than that, I believe it's going to be 4. It becomes breathtaking. Charming tiles generate 1 happiness. Breathtaking generate 2. Previously, it was just anything that was charming or better was 1 appeal per age. They did remove the scaling effect of happiness per age. Now it's just 1 or 2. I don't know how I feel about that. I did not like that going through the game. I think of the urbanizing or preserving your rural tiles is actually very important as you urbanize, especially into the modern era. That's probably a balance thing that I decided, but of course the natural wonder and then average or unappealing, I think was actually in the patch notes. So that's one thing, of course, Gilgamesh. And then there's also, the other big thing is nested tooltips, and we'll jump kind of just right into it, but you'll see here if I hover pottery, and you'll notice everything that pops up here, the UI actually does look a little bit improved here, but if I press K, it will hold on to this little window here, and then you can hover over top of different words, like what is an improvement, what is a settlement, what is a warehouse bonus, and it tells you right here. I know there's a bunch of Civilopedia entries that have been entered, but if, for instance, if you want to go ahead and go over to a wonder, say the Oracle, now you can go ahead, here's the Oracle. I wish you could click on the page. That's something I wish you could do. But it'll tell you what an aptitude tree is, what rough terrain is. I think, let me see, find a better. Are there no ugly tiles? Correct, Uli. There is no negative appeal as we know it in Civ 6. Mines do not generate negative appeal. You know, industrial zone or production buildings do not generate negative appeal. Actually, appeal is locked. There's nothing that you can build that increases appeal either. It's just natural appeal on a tile. And that is because of the happiness yield, I assume. But like, you can't be building a wonder doesn't add appeal to other tiles. It just is how it is. Now, to be clear, this is just how the game has always been. That's not different. Appeal, literally one of the very first things I noticed in the game when we were playing the preview section was that what generates happiness? Like, why does this tile have happiness and this one doesn't? And I figured out almost immediately it was appeal, and then I immediately forgot about it for like a couple weeks, and then I re-figured it out, which was pretty funny. They recommend you play Gilgamesh with Assyria. Now, he is a once immortal, twice divine. He has actually, is that the name of the ability? I thought it was something different. I thought it was Adventures of Adiku, who, if you don't know anything about Gilgamesh, the ancient Sumerian king that we don't actually know if he exists or not, or if he's just a story, because we know about him from the Epic of Gilgamesh. The Epic of Gilgamesh is the oldest piece of literature that we have ever found, and it's actually on audiobook. It is fantastic. It is hilarious. It's basically about this amazing warrior king and his best friend Ndiku, and the adventures they go on, and it is such a bromance, and it is amazing. They're like constantly talking about how strong each other are and how nothing can stop each other. And anyways, you're basically role playing into that idea here, where you can have one extra special ally, and specifically only one ally. You get 2 war support when only in one alliance. When you kill a military unit, you gain influence equal to 50% of the defeated unit's combat strength. That's actually very much like Lakshmi Bai. Could you imagine Gilgamesh and Lakshmi Bai being the 2 like allies? That'd be crazy. And then all basic endeavors are automatically unlocked, which is fantastic. Research endeavors, cultural endeavors, economic endeavors. You have access to all of them. Every other leader is limited to only 2. Gilgamesh has all of them, right? And you don't have to. It's just great. And endeavors with allies don't count against the limit of having 1 endeavor for each given type active at a time. So you can have 2 research allies. Or 2 research endeavors going on, right? And your ally can support your endeavor for free, which is. So he's got a lot going on. He's got a little bit of Lakshmi Bai. He's got a little bit of Benny Frank. He's got a little bit of Himiko going on. And of course, in a more militaristic attribute or militaristic way, he's a militaristic diplomatic leader. Bro's flexing on the background. Yeah, no, he's I'm excited. We're gonna pair this with Assyria, of course. Assyria gains technology whenever you capture a settlement. Codices aren't rewarded through technologies, but we can get them in the Civic tree by conquering. We have a unique general, we have a unique cavalry unit, we have a unique quarter that gives production great works. It also gives us production and happiness, and we get science and codex slots. Then we have traditions for science on fortifications, and which synergizes with the actual citadel. Production towards constructing buildings and wonders with great work slots. And we also get food and production on settlements that we didn't found. I picked up a militaristic and a diplomatic attribute point as our baseline endeavors here, and we're just gonna kind of roll right into this. So this is the very first spawn I rolled, and I loved it. We have, of course, or let me grab these before I forget about it. I'll take diplomatic. We're gonna immediately go for +1 influence on the palace, so we can get that influence rolling immediately. And militaristic, +5 combat strength against independent powers, so we can fight off the barbarians, gain some levels, and then go ahead and figure out where we're gonna go from there. In terms of settler lands, of course, we have fresh water on a bunch of tiles. I really like the starting resources we have. We have cotton, food, and production. Amazing. We also have wine, which wine is underrated. 5 culture whenever you're in a celebration, and celebrations happen very often early on in the game, especially if you're settling next to appealing tiles. So that's awesome. And then we have 1 horse and 1 iron, so we know both of our military units are going to be strong. I am going to just settle in place here. And there are 2 mods I have left enabled, right? That is the policy yield preview, so we can see what values our cards are giving us. And then, of course, detailed map tax. Because I need to know, all right, my best culture tile is right there. My best science tile is here or here, right? But then my citadel gives us happiness on a flat terrain. And our royal library, dude, I haven't heard that in a long time. You might be blowing things up already. Our citadel has codex slots. It gives us science for adjacent river tiles. So I will want to have that next to our river on a flat tile and adjacent to our palace because it's an ageless quarter. So I'll keep the science and culture on the age transition. So this is what I'm looking at. Science, science, culture. Of course, we're going to have things like granaries and stuff too that are going to be next to our city center as well. And we're just going to go straight up, get a scout. Let's see what happens. If you guys have any questions, let me know. I'm going to have, there's a link to the patch notes in the YouTube description, but also put it right here in case you guys do want to look over any of them. I read over most of it relatively quickly, right? So, wow. Okay, wait, that's not working. Hang on 1 second. Let me get this working. Go live assets. Sorry, I'm trying to get my screen share, my screen capture fixed. Yeah, all right. Primary monitor. There we are. There we are. All right, awesome. Hey, there we go. So a couple of the updates, right? Gilgamesh, of course. We also have the new appeal lens. I just kind of walked through that very quickly. There's a couple of small tweaks to things like coastal rating. Appeal, of course, doesn't scale by era anymore. I'll go over that quite a bit. Late but don't want to go back. Hey, how's it going? Diplomacy. There's a couple of bug fixes for sure. And specifically, there is a buff to Mughal, India, Daviet. Sometimes we just like to buff stuff. Giving it a little bit more culture. I think Daviet definitely felt a little weak. So I like seeing a little bit more culture from building walls as well as settling. And France, they changed from militaristic and diplomatic to diplomatic and cultural. France has a ton of cultural buildings. They're kind of militaristic, kind of cultural, but they decided to lean more into the cultural version of the French Empire. I'm assuming because there's other civilizations that already fill out that militaristic role, so they wanted to have more towards the cultural. Whether that is because of existing civs or upcoming civs, I don't know. Excited for the rework update comes out. Yeah, so they are trying to have the big update with continuous civs as well as updated legacy paths, which are being replaced with triumphs, and also new victory conditions that have a much clearer through line through all ages. So I don't remember how much is public, so I'm going to keep it a little bit sparse on details. But that is what the Firaxis Feature Workshop has been working on in terms of getting a bunch of people playing, a bunch of people playtesting, and direct communication with content creators. So I'm like, I got to write like literally a 13-page document about continuous civs, and I sent it to them, and they were so happy. They read it, A bunch of the other content creators commented and really liked a bunch of the ideas some of the ideas were mine. Some of the ideas were from my game design. I have a little bit of a game design background, so I feel like I can communicate pretty effectively between. I'm not a game designer, right? I'm not a professional, but I feel like I'm pretty good at communicating using game terminology and also understanding kind of what's going on in terms of the Civ player base. So they are accepting direct feedback. Whether or not they're going to change it or not, I don't know. But like they're definitely listening, and I'm very happy about that. Are they essentially reworking things so that each Civ has an iteration in each era? So they're trying to make it so that each Civ can be played in every era. Each Civ will have an apex age, so that the civilization is strongest in the age that it's designed for, but it's still playable in every era. So you can have a Rome that continues into exploration, that does not fall, and is immortal Rome. Or you can play as America from antiquity. And I want to note, like the biggest thing about that. First of all, like that's a fantastic change, or a fantastic increase of flexibility. It's a ton of work because now you got to balance civs in and out of ages and things like what persists, what doesn't. It's a very, very long, open-ended. And good night, Uli. So it's a ton of work, and I'm glad they're taking the time to get a lot of preview. We're gonna take culture here, but it immediately opens up the game. Now you don't have like 10 antiquity era civs like we had at launch. It's now up to 15 with DLC, but that's 3 DLC packs, and we still only have like 15 civs in antiquity. Now you have 43 because you can play every civ from every age, and it's fantastic. Like it's huge. It's a huge update. Crazy talk, I know, right? Again, we gotta be very. I'm being careful about the details, but I will let you know. Like playing continuous civs and seeing every civ play like their top, every leader play their top choice. Very natural. It felt very, very natural, and I'm very excited for where it's going. Okay, so we have a scientific city-state, independent power next to us. That could actually be pretty useful for us, boosting some of our science buildings. Remember, we have a science unique building as well. They're also friendly, so I'm not worried about them raiding me, which is kind of the big part. So, but yeah, no, I'm excited. I wanted to do nothing but play Civ. Obviously, I can't do nothing but play Civ, but it's absolutely what I want to do. Okay, so we're at 3 population. I'm going to see if I can pull off the trick that I was talking about before. So what I'll do is I'll actually start the granary. Oh, 10 turns to grow. Interesting. Actually, we'll do a Scout Warrior opener here. And I'm going to grab the cotton. We're actually going to grow in 7 turns now. Very good. And... oh, our granary will definitely be good here soon. All right, we're going to grab the production to get this warrior out faster. But yeah, there's open communication between Firaxis, the community, and especially the content creators, and I'm very excited about that. I'm very, very happy. I feel like I want to write so much stuff, and it's exciting. So there's our very first breathtaking tile. You can see it actually has 2 happiness instead of 1, and it has a dark green. Oh, actually we have one right there. So this is the idea. Remember, as a civilization, when you build a district, you remove any yields that tile presented. So, but if you have a rural district, you keep the yields on the tile, obviously, and then you improve them as well. So the idea when you have appeal in a game like Civ 7 is that you have to decide where are you urbanizing and where are you preserving your rural districts as you expand, as you continue to build more and more buildings, and becomes less and less space throughout the game, right? So I try to build all of my buildings specifically around the palace, right? The capital, you're incentivized to do this sprawl where I could build the brickyard and the granary like right nearby. Of course, you can have the saw pit and something like the altar as well. But I don't want to build districts on appealing tiles. This is actually charming and this is breathtaking. So this is actually a really interesting question now. Before, these were both just one happiness, and it didn't really matter if you put the commercial hub here or you put it here, because they're both +3 adjacency. But now, this one is a breathtaking tile, so I don't want to build buildings on it. So instead, now it becomes more apparent that I want to try to build my commercial hub here and keep this as a rural tile work in happiness. So I think that's really interesting. You wonder if spawning next to Gilgamesh is as lethal as it is in Civ 6? Gilgamesh is nothing compared to Christina. For some reason, she was always super aggro to me. Valerie, are you familiar that when you spawn next to Gilgamesh, you can immediately befriend him on turn 1 in Civ 6? And then he will never attack you. That is actually his like the big thing that makes him the Gilgabro, the perfect ally in Civ 6, is that he will friend your friendship on turn 1. I actually have never played a game where I saw him aggressive, because he was always my friend, but it sounds like he got upset that you didn't befriend him. So he decided to attack you instead. That's rough. That's rough. So we're going to build our granary here. We'll build out this direction towards the iron so that get the combat strength right for the warrior. Ooh, we do see there's a hostile infinite power over this way. So yeah, and then in Civ 7 we can see his best friend ability is just so good. Allies can support all endeavors. He has 2 war support if he's in only 1 alliance. And he can have 2 endeavors. That's awesome. You learn that later. Oof. Yeah, no, it's something we all have to learn, right? It's not obvious. It's not like it's not like it's, hey, send me a friendship right away. So it's definitely something that we all had to learn at one point. Oh, there's that independent power. So the warrior is definitely gonna go this way while my scouts go out this. Oh, this is a peninsula. Oh, I'm playing continents and islands. Oh, you know what? I'm on the bottom of the map. This is a peninsula. It looks like all of the civs are gonna be this way, so I need to send a scout out to the west. Hey, Trash Hunter, how's it going? Also, hey, cheers. It's the evening. I had a very long weekend. I worked my bartending job for 4 days in a row this weekend. Ooh, as Gilgamesh's court grows, so do its duties, and so does its drudgery. The great king paces the stone floors like a bull, head held high, railing at his subjects and flying into fits of rage. Something must be done. So we got a couple of quests here. Activate 3 more discoveries. New horizons, new faces, new experiences to detract from all the dullness at home. You get 3 influence on the palace. It's pretty good. Hey, Yogurt, how's it going? Or Drums of War, the Clash of Bronze Call. 15% production towards training cavalry. They do want you to pair him with Assyria. They do want to pair you with Assyria. That's hilarious. Obviously, Gilgamesh did not lead Assyria in history. He led an ancient Sumeria. But as with everything in Civ, you kind of have a leader and you have some civilizations, and you're trying to pick and choose from different histories to represent everyone. But like, for instance, Charlemagne does not lead the Normans, but he leads the Normans in Civ 7, or is paired with Civ 7 with Normans in Civ 7. That doesn't mean they can't make a Carthaginian Frankish empire later, and they can add a Sumeria later. There's gonna be so many. There's gonna be so much content in Civ 7 by the time we get like 4 years in. It's gonna be crazy. All right, so 3 discoveries for influence. Levy unit action on a city-state. So I'm gonna go for the discovery one. This might be hard, but the 3 influence sounds really good. Status and clay tablet, hush of the library call, 25 signs. That's not bad either, but we're gonna go for the quest version because I like doing quests. And the thing about Assyria is that you get a free commander when you unlock discipline, regardless if you already have a free commander. If you go to his unique civics over this way and you unlock this commander is still free because it's your first commander, but you come back over here to discipline, you get a second one for free. So it's really good to go to the Assyrian unique civics before you go to discipline. Now, do we go for a pantheon first? Probably not, because it requires an altar as well. Let's go straight to the Assyrian civics. +1 settlement, the citadel, and again, we have nested tooltips now, right? So production for wonders, happiness on flat terrain. Some of this stuff is obvious, of course, for the nested tooltips, but some things aren't, right? Fortified district. What qualifies as a fortified district? Well, fortified districts have health and must be destroyed to capture a settlement. I wish that said any urban district with walls or any fortification wonder or something specific, right? Oh, here's a passive. Capital receives 2 culture for each tech mastery. And then the Der Shargan we actually unlock right away. Acts as a fortified district. Okay, cool. I guess the wonders themselves say if they're fortified districts or not. All right, cool. We're going to go straight for the unique civic. Awesome. And government time. So, oh, what do we want here? Classic Republic. Great for building wonders. Despotism is great for science boost. So we're going to be probably pretty aggressive. So science tech leads are going to be useful. Actually, Classic Republic, just the cultural boost is going to be really good because they have a lot of civics to go through. Or oligarchy, just a ton of food, production towards buildings. I love oligarchy too much. Food is ageless. The more you grow, the better. So we're going to go for it. I think you could argue a couple different ways here, but obviously our legacy paths are the legacy paths as we know them. I don't know if I'm going to worry about building all those 7 wonders. That's kind of hard to do in a lot of games. This scout's going to go down. And I need this scout. This is the scout that's going to go out to the west and meet our best friend. So pottery is completed. I'm going to go for tech masteries, right? Not only for the actual production, but also the science and culture that provides as the Assyrians. So we're going to go animal husbandry. That's going to actually improve this pasture here as well, which should be pretty good for us. There's also wine I want to get soon. Oh, so here's a little thing. This is not a mod. They added a countdown for your celebration. Quite directly inspired by mods. So you can see here, it says it here, 30 turns left until your next celebration. But now it says it right here as well. So you have turns until your tech, your civic, and your celebrations just straight up right here. Very good. All right, I'm gonna keep on scouting. This warrior, I think. Oh, let's step on this rough tile and fortify here until you might be able to stop this guy from hurting you. All right, so next turn. That's a lot of countdowns. That's probably why they didn't have it at first. And then people kind of through enough play testing, it felt familiar. Civ they try really hard to not flood too much information on the screen, especially because it will overwhelm new players. Now, the easiest way to get around that is, go into, have a menu, right, where you can enable certain things. That's why these yield previews are turned off by default. Right. But, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. All right, so we're at 4 population. Now, we're only 1 turn away from the granary. I want to be at 5 population to build a settler. However, you can see I could go ahead. If I cancel the granary now, instead of spending a turn building the granary and then moving into a settler, what I can do is I can cancel the production of the granary, and you'll see it only takes 1 turn instead of 7 because most of the production is still there. It was just this close to being done. And now, instead of spending a full 220 gold to build the granary, I can spend 16. And it's done. Not only that, I'm now at 5 population because we have a second urban population. Now that we're at 5 population, I can actually build a settler this turn instead of waiting until next. You showed this game to friends and they were too overwhelmed to try it. Yeah, think about Crusader Kings or the specifically which one is it? Hearts of Iron 4. Show that to someone that hasn't played a 4X game, and tell them that the UI is easy to understand, right? Like it's insane. Ooh, gold or culture? I'm gonna go culture here. I want to get to this unique civics as fast as possible and get to the actual other stuff. All right, and with this population, we're actually 27 turns from celebration. That's when this becomes important, this wine. Instead, ooh, I could actually grab the 2 happiness. Oh, this is interesting. How much we're generating 5 happiness per turn. So obviously, the best resource for us to grab will be this wine. Oh, it also generates 2 happiness. Okay, maybe just going for the wine immediately is the best option here. Because, like, do you improve the iron? Do you improve the best yield? 2-1-1, right? But this is a 2-1-2. Or do you beeline the wine, right? Just go for a 2-1, but your next growth is a wine tile, which has 2 happiness on it. As well as a food and an actual happiness because it's appealing. I'm going to actually go for this. Just because I think it's, like, interesting that we're actually working at a breathtaking tile on turn 14. It is the new thing to do in Civ, so that's cool. That's cool. I like that. Ooh, maybe this warrior should be grabbing this goody head actually, before an AI comes in and steals it. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, sick. We might actually be able to get. A couple the 3 goody heads we need. This is taking forever. I need to meet someone, like, ASAP. There's 2 good hits right next to each other, so I'm gonna go, oh! Okay, that's... Alright. Okay. Oh, okay. Alright, this scout needs to go to the west now next, too. This guy's coming in. I wanted to grab that goody hut, but let's just fortify here. And let's run. And this scout also is going to go this way. We're at 170 influence, so I can actually befriend my first independent power. This probably will be the only IP I befriend, because we're going to meet Civ soon, and I want to start spending stuff on endeavors. All right, you need to fortify. You grab a goody hut. Ooh, negative 100% science for 2 turns. But you get 100 happiness. I actually just want the culture here. I need science as well, so boom. All right, fortification's complete. He's on a rough tile as well, so his combat strength, yeah, he took 51 damage in return, so that's pretty. Oh, there's 2 goody huts down here. All right, let's try to get them both. All right, let's go straight for another settler. And I want to decide where we'll be sending our settlers to, right? So, things you want to realize, like things that make good first settlements. One are resources that provide tempo. This is actually, llamas are only 1 production, but it's 3 happiness. I think the best tempo resources are actually food and production, but happiness, you could argue, is pretty good too. There's also a wool here. Compared to like other things like ivory are gonna be a late tempo, or like they didn't provide immediate tempo unless you're going for like a wonder, like it might be significant. Ooh, turtles are really good. You also want to try to settle somewhere that has some baseline happiness, and you also want to settle somewhere that has some good district potential as well. Specifically your actual unique district, right? Like this has a river potential, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this actually might make a very good city. especially because you also have a good science tile. And theoretically, you could get at least a +1 culture from this monument here, too. Ooh, actually, maybe you go ahead and you settle here on this tile so you can squeeze your monument in. And then you'll also have your garden and your market over here. Again, this is only a charming tile, and there's your buildings won't be affecting appeal at all. Your wonder is not going to be adding appeal. Actually, I wonder, is there a... There's an encyclopedia entry. Land tiles adjacent to items of natural beauty. Natural beauty. Mountains, coasts, navigable rivers, and natural wonders have an appealing quality that influences the happiness yield available to that tile. A tile's appeal score can be normal, charming, or breathtaking based on the number of items of natural beauty around it. Charming rural tiles will, with an improvement, receive +1 happiness. Improved breathtaking rural tiles. Notice they call them rural tiles and urban tile or district tiles now. It's not rural district, urban district. Like that was too confusing to have two words naming district. Now you have rural tiles and you have districts. That's it. Natural wonders are also tiles of great natural beauty, but their yields are unique to each wonder and therefore do not always include happiness. I wish they'd always included the baseline happiness, but that's fine. That's fine. I have my thoughts about appeal. I wonder why. Obviously, it was like 1 happiness per age. Once you add breathtaking, does the breathtaking also scale? Is it only +1? Is it now 1 to 4? But they probably decided that happiness was too abundant later on in the game. But I would also disagree because you end up covering so many of your urban, your rural tiles with buildings, like holding on to like your most attractive rural tiles is kind of really like a nice fun like mini game because, well, I mean, preserves aren't in the game, so we're also going to try to settle over here next to these mountains, and I probably will scoot this way. Of course, we got a good monument, we got a good library. Whether this is a city or an urban center town, we'll find out. But then we also have other settlements up this way that can grab all of these resources. And we can also get towns down this direction, of course, to grab those resources. Then you can come down here. There's a bunch of resources this way. And you can also grab, probably just chuck a town right there. So plenty of places to go settle. I want to prioritize my good cities and get those online so they can grow, so they become cheaper to become cities and get a production queues and all that stuff. We're also going to go ahead and fight in here. Ooh, our Civic's done. Very good. So we can gain a codex here, or let's go straight for the commander. That's going to be 29 turns. We definitely need a source of culture. That's one of the reasons why I'm running charismatic leader, because our civics are very expensive right now. Let's kill this unit so I can get this goodie hat. And scouts coming in this way. This scout needs to go up this direction and go up. Cool, cool, cool. This guy needs to heal as well. Grab a goodie hat. Culture boost or science boost? Well, let's go for masonry. And that's production towards mines. That's a production. That's could be useful. We could also go for culture. We have our settlement to grow. I'm going to go towards this wine now. Right? Because we have 13 turns until I want the wine online. Our citadels unlock as well. So I'm probably not going to go for brickyards for a bit. We also have a granary already, so this is really good food for us. Very good. Oh, we're going to go food and culture here, I think. Do I have actually any production tiles? No, it's all... Yeah, farm, farm, farm. Like, it's all pottery tiles. So let's just go for the culture and food. And go for a native choice. Yes, we got our 3... Oh, dude, look, that 4 influence on the palace. Also, you gotta love the unique architecture. Seeing all the unique palaces in the game That's why I disabled the Founders Edition Palace, because that's just like it's like removing one of the really cool architectural designs of the game. Ooh, production or gold. Let's rush off the settler. Yeah. Oh, that was huge, actually. And then I need to actually be careful to not lose the warrior, of course. We're gonna come back. Get this. I need to find a friend. Please. I mean, we're making some friends here, I guess. All right. So grab a goodie cut. I mean, I'm not complaining. There's a lot of really good resources here. Wine or production. It's gonna be a while until I can settle down here. 10 product. Let's actually go with the production here. I want to get the settler out, and this warrior needs to actually back up. All right, we're gonna settle right here. Look, the game actually recommends this spot too. What does it say? Strong yields within 3 tiles, abundant resources nearby. Yeah, true. Also good districts. We're also basically friends with this settlement already, so I can settle right up next to them, and they won't get angry because we're already friendly. Sick. I actually didn't know if that was gonna work or not. And I definitely want to get over to the continent as soon as possible. Dude, look at that breathtaking tile. 2 food, 2 happiness. What is that? Vegetation, coast, vegetation, vegetation. So there's also culture here, but let's just go for the food. And I want to make sure that these tiles are within the capital because I want a really strong capital. This town can grow out to the water easily enough. That was a lot of damage from a flood. But 24 gold to repair a farm. That's fantastic. This settler, of course, we wanted to move out this direction. And that is probably still going to be here because I like the llamas. But you could argue the turtles are really good. I'm going to have a town there, though. So let's go down to the south. And we already have a settlement limit. I could go for another settler, or we could go for the citadel. Or I can get a couple of military units out. I don't want that tile to flood either. Hey! We met Hatshepsut! Bro! Gilgamesh and Egypt. It's not Cleo, but... fantastic. First meet, befriend. And here's his ability. Scroll down. Endeavors. They're all here. They're all here. That's sick. So Benjamin Franklin can support like 2 research endeavors, right? Because he's Ben Frank, he can have 2 copies. But Gilgamesh, he has all of them unlocked. Benjamin only gets what, science and diplomatic, so he can only have the research one and the local festival one. Gilgamesh has access to all of these. He's the only civ in the game that has access to all endeavors. He's so flexible. And because of that, I'm going to immediately ask for... You can go farmers markets or get food. You can go for culture for immediate culture boost. You can go gold. You can go science. I think this ability in itself is strong. I think that is really, really, really good. Let's go for the cultural exchange here. Hatshepsut is very likely to support this, which means that'll be 6 culture per turn. Look at her 25 culture, by the way. Oh, she only accepted it. She might not have had enough total influence. That's okay. So I'm gonna try to make her our forever friend. We'll see how that goes here. And I can go Citadel. That's 12 turns of production, though. And a settler's only 8. It's still 17 turns till our unique commander. So let's just go settler. Let's just get 3 towns down back to back to back. And see what happens. We also have a city-state coming online. We got a science boost here. This settler's gonna have a hard time with this city-state being so close by. It's probably gonna be an immediate raid. And we're definitely playing a little greedy right now, but that's okay. We'll make do. So let's come here. We probably need to get our warrior to come over here as well. We'll see if I can snag that goodie hut or not. Another independent power this way. Interesting. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Hey, oh, Blackbeard of Carthage. Okay. Hark ye to the Admiral with the Black.
The scourge of the seven seas. Edward Teach.
I'm gonna skip the friendly meat and just go for a regular one. We've already picked a chef set. She's gonna be our favorite. And then we're gonna go over here. And she's making 10. They're both making 10 influence per turn. I wish you could see their total influence. It's actually really important to know because, like, how else can you know if someone's gonna support it or not? I could see 10 per turn, but how much does he have now? Like, if I send her a research collaboration, will she support this one? Just accepts it. That's fine. That's fine. I could have, of course, tried Edward Teach, but I really don't know if he was going to be any different or not. So now, instead of grabbing the 1 production, 1 gold tile, I'm going to grab the appealing tile with the happiness as we get closer to the sheep. Yep. And yeah, there's Medjay over this way. Cool. And we can settle right here. Immediately grabbing the llamas. And yeah, they're right here. So we also got our immediate roads. Dude, I love that every civ has immediate roads. It's such a big deal. I might actually just go ahead and squeeze out a couple units first before that other settler. This is going to be an immediate raid. Oh, I might just buy a slinger, though. Yeah, that's true. So let's put the llama in the capital, though, for that +1 production. We also have 2 turns until the era, 2 turns until growth. So we'll be able to actually time the wine and the 5 culture there with the actual growth event. That's awesome. With the celebration, I mean. So she's sending us open markets. Total influence, like an unfair amount of intel. But it also seems sometimes like the AI knows your total influence. I mean, yeah. Yeah, that's probably fair. It probably would be too much. Maybe I just want too many answers. I could absolutely go either way on it. Ooh. Ooh, scavengers picking through the battlefield remains begin play fighting with rusted swords. Their form needs work, but the swings are solid. Find room for them in the reserves. Oh, I could go 30 influence here, though. No, 1 turn of gold for a warrior. That is literally a 10 gold warrior. That is so good. And I can immediately throw them up this way. I was about to spend 120 gold on a warrior, and now it was 10. Like, that's such a good deal. Ooh, road. There's a settler that was just here. Must have went there. The capital must be up that way. Oh, wait. What? Okay. Well. Oh, wait. This is this settlement. That's a crazy road, isn't it? Huh. We'll see. All right, let's grab the wine just in time for a celebration, right? So we're going to go from 16 culture to 21. We're going to go immediately do a food boost, run both these policy cards, 21 culture. Yeah, that, dude, that's like 25% of our culture. Wine is really good. 5 culture when in a celebration. It was also timed perfectly. All right, we also met, Xerxes the Achaemenid, Persia. I like seeing everyone's playing their preferred civilization right now. That's cool. All right, we're gonna go up this way. I'm gonna go explore this road. And then we got our settler going out. I don't really think the AI are really going for this area here. Ooh, there's 2 gypsum and rubies and another wine, though. Flax is good, though. So is turtles. As well as, ooh, and crabs. All right, I'm going to go up this way. You could absolutely argue for going down here, though. But I don't want to go through the independent power. I'm just going to go for this easy, yeah, 3-turn settle. Very nice. And then immediately going to go for a citadel. Now we picked this spot, correct? We did, yeah. It's gonna move this population as well. We can also grab the iron, food, and production, but also combat strength for these 2 units. Oh yeah, didn't yet. Ooh, new continent. Remember, there is a continent lens in the game. Funny enough, the continent lens was introduced just for the artifact modern era stuff, but all right, cool. Yeah, detailed map tax absolutely need to be base game. 1000% base game. There's a slinger here I'm gonna have to deal with. 140 gold, by the way. So I'm gonna start shoveling this into settlements soon. We have a scientific. Ooh. Oh, this is an interesting choice. Obviously, science on warehouse buildings is always solid. Production towards construction buildings for every scientific city-state you're choosing of. We're probably only going to go for 1 city-state. Science on science buildings that could affect our unique building. Step pyramids, though, I think actually are highly underrated. This is a 2 science on pretty much any rural tile. You also get happiness for every adjacent river tile. So they become very good. Like, we are already a civilization that's going to benefit a lot from rivers. Let me see, step pyramid must be on a tile that has any natural yield. Could be flat, could be rough. Just has to have a happiness yield on it, which means putting step pyramids on happy tiles that you want to keep rural tiles anyways will just give all your tiles science. And then it's a bonus if you want to also get happiness from the river tiles. So you can go ahead and they don't have to be near rivers, but like just having a like +2 science on this breathtaking tile. Why not? Like you can come over here. There's a happiness tile there that could have science and happiness. You can come over here. That's science and happiness. It's also 2 rivers, right? There's also stuff this way, right? Like it could be really good. There's also this awesome market here. Sick. But then the best part about it is that these are ageless. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Like this is a really easy way to keep your science very high in the next era. But you need golden production. You do. So ideally, what I like doing is I like going for an immediate science boost and then finding a second scientific city-state later on in the era and then going for step pyramids. The only problem is that it could, 1, disappear, or 2, you can't find a scientific city-state. So it's a choice. Like monasteries in the exploration age are incredibly good. Ideally, you go for +1 science on warehouses, and then you go to step pyramids. Maybe we can find another scientific city-state, and the bonus will still be there. But for the most part, I don't know. We got some gold. I'm gonna go for step pyramids. I think it's the interesting choice. I think it's the interesting choice right now, and I just think it works really well for a lot of civs. You generally also have enough time in the era to find enough science and production to make it very strong in the next age. All right, she wants open borders. That's fantastic. That's 2 gold for me. And science-wise, we're gonna go straight for masonry mastery. +1 production on production buildings, but also remember, it is a passive +2 culture for each tech mastery. So that's gonna help us get through the tech tree as well. Oh, that's another coast. Oh, there might not be a lot of room on this continent. I keep playing continents and islands and not like Pangea and islands. And I don't know if that's the right decision or not. We're gonna go grab this flax. 2 science, 2 culture. That's really good. So I can also go ahead and come in here and probably this turn buy like a step pyramid. And that's going to make going for step pyramids early worth it. What is 320 gold? That's actually kind of expensive. For early game. It's not expensive for later, right? You just need to kill that slinger. You're going to fortify. I need to get this commander. All right, let's get the sheep. That's 2 production. Put that in the capital. Very good. Llamas are going to end up in towns eventually. Oh! There's islands over this way. Ooh, the hand that feeds. The manager of a portable food stall has been peddling wines and meats pies to a mob of political protesters. However, the drink riles the crowds up. The stall is overturned and set ablaze. Impose taxes on wine. Outlaw drinking near the Civic Center. Nah, I think you guys can... It's okay. Have a drink, guys. But you'll tax it. That's going to help us get to that pyramid, actually. Excuse me. I'm still congested from a cold I had weeks ago. It's crazy. Obviously, I want to start putting down buildings soon. They're fortifying here. We're definitely going to clear them out. This is very interesting little national park looking tile. All right, my scouts are probably going to go on auto explore now, to be honest. Let's go back to Hatshepsut. And let's actually do open markets. I need gold per turn. She only accepts. Come on, Hatshepsut. We can do better than this. Yeah, I'm going to just hit auto explore at this point. Ooh, there's a goodie hut. Oh, I need sailing, though. There we go. Change policies. I don't have actually any civics or policy cards to plug in yet. We have our great commander. I'm going to go for... Oh, discipline and get them both. Just immediately. Wait. Where's my commander? Oh no! Was that removed? Oh, I think they removed it. Oh wait, no, sorry. My mistake. You're supposed to build the first one. So you only get a free commander at discipline because of this passive here, the plus gain a free army commander. But if you gain a free one, your second one's production still goes up. So there's never anything that's free in Civ. If you get something for free, it still increases the scale of the next one. This is just how builders worked in Civ 6 too. But the first one's still cheap. So we can hard build this one and get the more expensive one for free with discipline. And get them both here probably, what, in 7 turns? 6 turns? Let's just go for the Pantheon first, just so I don't have to... Actually, let's go to Assyrian's traditions. Let's go for the tradition to get production towards great work slots. It's going to help with science. Also, happiness on science buildings passive. All right, we will take care of this slinger, though. 300 gold. Let me buy... Nope, next turn. Ooh, Machu Chipare. Hey, that's the wonder I love. Oh, that beautiful production and culture wonder. Crazy with Isabella. Let me actually go to one of these other civs. see if I can get a cultural exchange with one of them. Nope, just supported. All right, 5 turns here. Technology, we got the first mastery. Now we go up to writing. Get libraries unlocked. We got a celebration next turn. I need to find policy cards, actually. You got that wonder in your game this evening. It's fantastic. It's so good. It's so good, Ginger Snap. That's what my Isabella crazy double wonder spawn started with. That and the Chinese wonder that also gives production. I'm blanking on the name of it, but it was glorious. It was so good. I forgot about my turtles. They're not in the capital. Oops. Also happiness here because there's no natural water or fresh water. All right, let's go ahead. I'm gonna go buy the step pyramid on this happiness tile. Now there's 2 science. There's 3 happiness here. Yeah, it's so good. It's over on the YouTube channel. I had wanted to play it into Iceland when that released, but Iceland ended up not actually working that way. It wasn't unlocked in that game file, so and it was before Civic, so and there was updates since, so it kind of ended up getting abandoned, but it is what it is. Oof. Cool. I have 3 traditions and I can't run anything. Can't run anything yet. You know, maybe I shouldn't have tried to become allies with my most immediate neighbor. Because now... Oh, dude, I need sailing. There's 3 goody huts here. How am I gonna get any codices when there's like no cities to conquer nearby? It's gonna be a very different Assyria game. Ooh, cultural exchange here with Hatshepsut, so now I can go ahead and support. I think she's going to be the easiest person to befriend by far. Yeah, for sure. I mean, what we can do is we can just send our army through Hatshepsut's land to attack someone else, and that'll actually work out pretty good for us. So... 2 turns on our commander. It's gonna be a little bit of a slow start, but once we get going, we'll be going. I'm gonna grab this production. Oh, I actually really like this culture tile and the ivory. Just steal tiles from this independent power. The city-state now, actually. Let's get open borders here. So I can continue to explore through here. And maybe it's going to be the pirates we attack. I don't know what their settlements are going to be like, though. Alrighty. But we can fight through a couple independent powers up this way for early experience. All right, there's my commander. Get them over here. I really need to go for discipline next then. Let's grab another resource. Oh, actually there's reef tiles here. And let's also build out, if I get a brickyard, I can move a population. The monument and the influence, though, is pretty good. Let's just do the brickyard. I'll finish this quarter as well. That's science and culture, too. Ooh, Hatshepsut's fighting Persia. Oh, okay. I got shafted there. Oh, there's an archer already. Yikes. More floods. Wow, this is certainly a little bit of a Euphrates start here. Get a commander in, hit, and hit. Yeah, just immediately destroy that archer. And next we're gonna go for the monument. I need this culture here generation as well as the influence. Ooh. Oh. I should not have gone there. That scout is so dead. There's Carthage. Influence, let's go for a research. She supported our research. That's actually huge for a science return. All right, now I have a production card towards buildings with great work slots. That means libraries. I'm gonna go for discipline next. Oh, interesting. Go down to the south. Oh, maybe there's a land connection over here. Cool. I do gotta say, it's gonna be really fun playing games specifically where Gilgamesh is there as an AI, and you can have a ton of fun. I'm gonna wait till both commanders are here. I want them both promoted by killing the city-state. Ooh, we got a scientific attribute. Sweet. Getting science on the palace and city halls. That's 4 science. Look at that. Look at those city halls. Sick, dude. And nice 3 production and 1 happiness tile. Also, just get all the tiles for the capital. Next, let's go for sailing so I can get those goodie huts. It's only 3 turns. What are our favorite leaders? That is a fantastic question. Depends what I'm playing. In multiplayer, when you're Himiko, dude, just everyone loves you. If funny enough though, Machiavelli on multiplayer is way more funny than he is in single player, because people can't say no to your open borders, and then immediately giving you gold, and players hate it, and it's glorious. Where's that science coming from? Was that from a flood? Why is there a science on a river tile? But yeah, probably Himiko would be like one of my go-to favorites for sure. All right, now I need to very quickly bang out a little bit of a military. You see, it's only, I had 28 production. These units are only 30, so I can one turn pretty much everything. So I'm gonna go for Slinger, like just straight up get 3 units in a row. So I have 2 warriors, so we'll get 4 units to go into this commander we're about to get. Ooh, Ibiru. Gilgamesh loves a contest. He wrestles with his generals. He plays the game of with his scribes. But he yearns for a friend who is his equal, or equal to his opinion of himself in all matters. Seek out another leader, only they may be up to the task. Be in alliance with another civ because you diplomatic attribute point. Or get a mirror? No one's as good as I. Oh my goodness. I love it. We're gonna go for this. Yeah, we're gonna try to befriend Hatshepsut as soon as possible. Our relationship isn't good enough yet, so I need to get... I don't know what the threshold is, but we're gonna go send her a open market, which she accepts. I have 230 gold, so I'm gonna start funneling gold into these settlements. My better city? Oh, shoot. This actually might be our royal library instead. Just because the 3+3 river here. Oh, unless it's an urban town, then it'll be fine to have this, and I can make a city somewhere else. Regardless, Calhu is going to be a city, so I'm going to... Oh, also this doesn't need a science tile there. I can put the library... Oh, just kidding. Has to be there. And a saw pit and a granary in this town. I'm gonna buy a saw pit for now. Granary will be next. Selling next turn, so do a quick search and you'll be fine. All right, there's a slinger. One's gonna kill that scout. By the way, I guess I could just kill this warrior here still. Oh, there's a promotion already. So there's gonna be a couple of things to be good here. Obviously, assault is really good for combat strength. From our last game, we saw how amazing Bastion was. But I actually kind of really want to try out maneuver and just packing up units and like just sending them really far to go fight someone else. To go reinforce our ally, to do all of those fun things. I wish this +2 flanking bonus was useful in Antiquity. Otherwise, it's gonna take forever to... Unless I send a settler out this way, I guess. Maybe that's fine. Assault is so necessary, though. Initiative, I mean. Okay, we're gonna go initiative on one, and we'll go maneuver on the next one, so that they can catch up. All right, let's go writing mastery to get a codex. Let's go for this goody cut as well. Ooh, production or gold. Production's fine. Let's get the gold so I can start getting this settlement online. Oh, there's a galley. All right, there is a... This guy? Put a slinger in there. And let's go for mysticism finally. We're gonna get our Pantheon going. Alright, we're gonna get another slinger into this commander. This commander is gonna run up real quick. Those two warriors will catch up. Oh, of course Spearmen spawn. Now, the thing is, Spearmen get +5 combat strength over warriors. So he is a tech above me, but I have 5 combat strength against independent powers. So my warrior fights on par with their Spearmen. That's actually incredible. And he's fortified, so... we'll also use the reinforce feature here. Nice. All right, let's grab this. I still haven't improved a resource, did I? Yeah, shoot. Going for that turtles early has been a total waste. That's okay, though. Let's go cultural exchange with Hatshepsut. She supported that as well. That's amazing. Now, does this warrior give this... Actually, I don't know how the experience radius works on generals, and I really should know that. Land commander unit. This is all the Civipedia still says about army commanders? Oh boy. Well. Okay. What is the... Aha, commander. Oh, okay. Commanders are a special type of support unit that gain experience and can assemble other units. Some units are vulnerable and cannot attack until it's been deployed. Defeated commanders will respawn. Okay, that doesn't say anything else. So instead of army commander, you have to go to command. Nope. Armies and commanders. Here we are. Are we killing it or choosing it? I'm killing it for the experience, and I'm just slowly bringing both my commanders over so they both gain experience. Movement, unit commands, civilian protection, unpacking requirements, commander actions, overrun attack, promotions. Promotions are assigned to a commander unit at the army level. Individual units no longer gain experience or promotions. Commanders units are suitable experience levels will advance into 1A to the next. Cool. It doesn't say if this guy gets experience if this guy fights. He does not. So they have to be... I was wondering, because units that are within the command radius give experience to a commander as they fight. However, he was inside the radius but fought out of the radius. So he didn't get any experience. All right, we for science that. Under experience, maybe? Nope. I do want to make sure that both these guys are next to it before I kill it, though. So again, I'm gonna wait. Works that way for range units? Yeah, but range units don't move. They're still on the tile, I guess. Interesting. Ooh, or science boost. Bam. Writing mastery. Does not give me a codex. Remember, we don't get codices from tech masteries. It should, however, give us a narrative event. Nope. That's funny. Get the slingers out. This commander goes forward. He's going to fight, giving him 3 experience now. And we're going to kill, get a bunch of influence here as well as promotions. Sweet. I know I just said I wanted to get the movement promotion. But I want my commanders to be together too. Dude, movement's so good though. They can just zip through here. It's gonna be a while until I get bronze working though, so I guess it's not worth fighting for a little while. Like any of the AI, so I'll just go double assault here. Ooh, a heart of bronze. Their soldiers' bodies lie in rows before the enemy. Those that still stand do with fearsome courage. Their cry shakes the land. They will inspire others to join, heal 25 on all units, or gain the reckless ability. Their strength is in one another. 3 combat strength when attacking, but -2 when defending. Screw it. We'll do it. Militaristic attribute point. Sweet. And that gives us 1 war support on our wars. And another food boost. We got the survey card as well, so our scouts have better vision. Amazing. We have a 2nd promotion, so we're going to go straight for the +2 combat strength on a commander, or on units. Sweet. We got another reinforce ability. Sick. So, pack you up. Oh, somehow you ended up with everyone. All right, so you have 2 and 2. This guy's 2 and 1. You're gonna heal. This guy's gonna move forward. Let me actually get just another 2 more units quickly. Just so that both the armies have a lot. And I'm gonna grab the last of these tiles away from that independent power as well. Ooh! The warrior and the shepherd. Gilgamesh is a hero, not a general. He refers to battles one-on-one and his idea of kingship of a shepherd governing a flock. But the Assyrian troop he commands call to him, asking him to take the battle helmet up and speak to them from the ziggurat. Deny them. Gilgamesh is a shepherd king and get food in towns, or give them what they want. Be a warrior king and get experience to all commanders. +1 food per turn on towns is good, but I'll definitely take the experience here. That's gonna be useful. Right. Oh, a story to tell. So we did get the narrative event for finishing the tech mastery. Here's the codex we needed. So I need to get a science building soon. That means getting the royal libraries built, as well as the actual libraries. Sick. All right, that town's ready to focus, but I'm gonna make it into a city, remember? Maybe we'll buy the granary and then it'll be only 250 gold instead of 350 to make it into a city. Hatshepsut wants to be an ally. Hey, let's go. Let's go form an alliance. Oh, it'll put me at war with Xerxes. Well, anything for Hatshepsut. Wait. Is that gonna be a surprise war then? I don't want to be like in war readiness. Well, I guess it's worth it. Let's be an ally. Challenge completed. Narrative event. Diplomatic attribute point. Allies at war. Call to war. Support Hatshepsut. Oh, we actually got we got 3 on him. We got 3 war support on him. Oh, right, because we get 2 free from our ability, and we got 1 from our militaristic attribute, and then it wasn't a surprise war. Nice. It's not a surprise because you did it from an ally. I didn't know it worked that way. That's awesome. Good to know. Diplomatic. Do we go happiness here? Or befriending city-states? There is a militaristic city-state. Ooh, the war trophies of Gilgamesh. Hang on, before that, do that. I do want to do some conquest here. Influence supporting or rejecting diplomatic actions. That actually would be pretty Gilgamesh. Let's go that way. We're going with the influence build. Gilgamesh's palace is decorated with the trophies from a legendary beast. The feather of an Anzu, the claw of a scorpion man, but now Gilgamesh hears of the Persian immortals. He's already cleared a space on his wall for one of their shields. Bro, there's a unique narrative event for declaring war on Persia. Defeat an immortal unit, gain 150 happiness. Oh, sick, dude. Sick, dude. Well, I need to go kill an independent power and then run over towards Persia ASAP. Priesthood is here. Sick. Take out Toolmaker and run. I'll take the 8 gold per turn for sure. And we'll get this commander moving. Ooh, actually. What? Oh, that was a mistake. That's Slinger. That's Slinger. Whoops. Let's reinforce here. And I forgot there was no units in there. Oops. And let's start finishing our unique stuff. Let's buy this granary for 220 gold. There we go. Now, it went from 350 to convert the settlement into 300. So that's why I'm buying the buildings first. All right, we have mysticism. We got discipline. Let's go for... Let's get a... we get a codex and a combat strength from defending against ranged units on this civic mastery here. City patron goddess is taken. Of course, we didn't rush it, so that's fine. But ageless buildings don't increase in price. They don't increase in price, but it's just one of those things that I like to do. I just feel like buying a... This is a habit that I built when I was Rome. When you got a gold, you had a gold bonus to buying buildings in town. So I always wanted to buy all the warehouse buildings in a town before I made it a city. But I generally don't like spending so much money converting into a city. This was like 500 gold before But by buying 2 buildings and letting the natural growth happen, now it's only 300. So I just feel like it's worth it. And in the meantime, when you only have 1 city, the buildings in this city are now cheaper because remember, every time you make a city, you get a 10% production penalty. So by buying warehouse buildings in my town and delaying making it a city, yes, this city doesn't have a production queue, but this capital is building its own buildings faster. So it's something that I like doing just to make sure that like I focus on the capital a little bit longer, and then this gets converted for cheaper. And I kind of like that. I kind of like where that leads. In terms of what we're gonna do here, in terms of Pantheon, we could go Goddess of Festivals, Culture. We definitely need. We're gonna have science from all of our unique stuff, including these step pyramids. I really hate God of the Forest. 1 gold is not enough on a camp. God of War, no. God of Wisdom would be a ton of science. We're not going for a wonder build. Sacred Waters, altars receive happiness adjacency for coast. No, because you don't want to put altars on these coastal tiles because that's your breathtaking tiles already. They already have happiness. Sacred Waters needs to be changed. Ooh, Trickster God. 25 influence towards endeavors and sanctions with an altar in the capital. You only need 1 altar for this to work. That's actually really good for us. We're going to go Trickster God. Trickster God is unironically useful. Any Pantheon that requires no investment, as in like 1 or no altars, is a good Pantheon. Getting the additional healing on rural tiles is also a fun one because it's just basically free. I really enjoy. Oh, this scout. Yeah, we're at war. I forgot about that. All right, so we're gonna try to keep on doing. I'm gonna have to give her military aid. I don't want her to get hurt. I could also go in here and add war support to her actual war. Ooh. Oh, wait. No, she has +3 on him, too. Nice. And she can accept for free. Or she can support for free. Dude, sick. Okay, that's going to help me, too. That means we're both going to get +3 combat strength because she can support for free. Oh, baby. And then I'm going to go for farmer's market, support for free. Dude. That's so good. Holy heck. I love it. Oh, he didn't hit me. Interesting. All right. Thankfully, I can step like this. And then over here, I can deploy some warriors. I want both these guys to get experience. Here. I could use the focus fire stuff, but I'm just gonna do this. Is that 34 combat strength? Wow. Iron, 3 from reckless ability, 5 from combat strength independence, 2 from route, and 3 from military aid. This warrior is almost double combat strength. Culture boost, food and happiness. Let's go culture here. Quick focus fire, get those guys to then heal. Grow this town, grab a silver tile. Oh, I still need to move these turtles. I can see it getting nerfed to be only once. I think if you try to nerf Gilgamesh, you remove the influence on killing units, because like we already have Lakshmi Bai. Like I want the war support, and I want the endeavors, and that makes me feel so Gilga bro. It's the combat strength from killing units that it feels unnecessary, if anything, right? If you did nerf anything, it would be that one. Well, let's go for a unique unit, by the way.
The city's wall I established firm as the mountains. And
I mean, the endeavor is being free from multiple allies. It is not free for multiple allies. It is only free for your single ally. Endeavors with allies don't count against the limit of having one endeavor for a given active type. But your allies... Oh, wait. Allies can support your endeavors for free. Oh, shoot. Well, you're definitely right that that's what it says. I could have swore it was only your one alliance. Oh, okay. So if you have multiple allies, you'll keep the endeavor thing. But you lose the war support. So you got to choose if you want your Ndiku or not. Yeah, I think you got to limit it. I think you got to make it so that this is a specifically only with one alliance. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely BZK. Thank you. Thank you for correcting that, actually. I had no idea. Gate of all nations. Where do we go from here? Let's get the free merchant unlocked. And I want to go over. I'm gonna clear this out. We're gonna go through Hatshepsut, right, and upgrade all of our units. I do. Of course, I need to get my chariots unlocked first. Who cares about 2 war support when you get you can get 3 for a second ally? Oh, you're right. Wait. Oh no, that's so busted. You could have multiple allies all supporting your military aid and they stack. Oh my goodness. That's so broken. That's a video idea though. I feel like Tonga is going to be the best pick for Gilgamesh. Being able to find every player in antiquity and ally with them would be very powerful since you get stacking endeavor bonuses. Oh, guys. Oh, that makes me so upset. Why would they design it like that? That seems awful. I hope it's not designed like that. I hope... So, did you guys try that? Out of curiosity? Do you know that, like, did you test it? Do you know it? Is it confirmed? Yeah. Oh. That is crazy. And a little bit disappointing. Oh, we gotta deploy the warrior and then step so I can move this guy in here. Oh, actually, you can deploy and then move in so his movement's, you know. This is how you cross rivers with initiative promotion. And then you can both shoot at the same time. That's crazy good. And then we're gonna have. Do we go assault here? Do we go? We can go rout and we can go storm. So we have both. And they just left. All right, dude. Oh man, capture someone, get a codex. Okay, that's a quest. Who? Why are they down here? All right, we're gonna have to spam our unique stuff. Let's get our library built. Ooh, actually, get the altar down. Just because all we need is the one. That's definitely a oh man, that's definitely a video. Oh, influence. Why do they give them influence too? That seems a little bit more than you need. Tonga Shy will only work a single player, so I don't think it's a major issue. Human players will simply choose not to ally you. I don't think it's bad, but I see NPC Tonga Gilga is scary. Yeah, for sure. Like they do want you to they want multiple players to be competing for your friendship. That is. Oh yikes! You're dead if you go up there. But the only thing you're competing for is the combat strength. Yeah. 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 That's crazy. Sweet. Gain 100 culture. I wish you could click on the unique unit and pop up the thing in the Civic. 30 combat strength, 4 movement. Can move out her attacking. It comes down to how much influence you can get. Yeah, but I feel like that's why they gave him an influence bonus for combat strength, so you can actually use your influence, but at the same time, like, there's still Tecumseh. And Tecumseh, he needs city-states, but he has no bonus to influence, and neither does, like, the Mississippians, which is his most, thematic way in. Shawnee, do they? Oh, of course. They're not in the Civipedia because they're not in this age. Oh, by the way, I need 300 gold to make this a city now. This is a problem. My guys need to keep moving. Unfortunately, I need to buy a slinger in here to deal with this problem. So, like, theoretically, what we should be doing is we should be also become friendly with Blackbeard then, eh? Like, will he support a military aid as well? He only accepts, but that's okay. It's still +5 combat strength. That's crazy. Like, yeah, you don't need to have the support for free. Like, even just having the +2 is plenty. Let's get our horses improved. We also have a supplemental minute, so let's squeak out a settler. Saw pit. Let's get the 1-turn saw pit. Oh, it's 4 turns until this. It's 2 turns for a saw pit. Let's get the library built then. Oh, I probably have a codex slot as well. Oh, I have 2 codex. Sick. And I still haven't moved my resources. Oh, man. Oh, hi, Simmerkin. This looks bad, but it's fine because it's over. All right, let's go for the last Assyrian Civic. Just scouting out these. Look at this map, by the way. This is an interesting continent. It says Southern Hemisphere continent. There'll be a distant land to the north, but there's also gonna be a lot of land to the east and the west, which is cool. Oh, that's a boat. Hotan. Oh man, maybe I should have befriended them. Well, we got this. Let me go ahead and befriend. I need to trade about the Hatshepsut. That's gonna get pillaged though, so let's just go to the city, the independent power instead. Oh, you're right. I do need to actually go up this way to scout. Open markets, I would like. It's also cheaper to support because we have that diplomatic point, right? 6 gold per turn. It's pretty dang nice. Do gotta say. I should be able to upgrade my units as well. They actually got over here pretty quickly. I'm glad we didn't go for movement. It probably would have been overkill. I'm gonna actually leave a slinger here to deal with that boat. Keep 1 unit behind, right? Does Assyria still get bonus for walls, or are you confusing them? They get science on fortifications. So that does include walls. Only walls that are in age, though, right? So when you move, when you transition the era, antiquity walls no longer count towards that bonus. Let's get bronze working as well, so we can upgrade those units. Let's go for the gold, so I can upgrade. And the capital can now work on our chariots. So let's go ahead and get a bunch. We have like 3 or 4 of them. And these units will not be able to upgrade for a minute. Now let's finally make this city. It's only 250 gold to finally make the second city. So let's go ahead and get we'll focus on the production first. Actually, the Royal Library in the Citadel is probably where we want to start. Science on this tile, eh? Can I move? I can finally move my things. Oh, freak. All right. Just because it's a city. Awesome. So we'll get some culture in the capital. Oh, actually, I want these to be... Yeah, I want to get the production in that settlement up. Town focus available. This town can now focus... I want it to keep growing, though. It will be an urban center when I have, like, actually have access to money, though. All right, there's a trade route. Oh, sick. Awesome. So we'll get the production here. There's a milestone for Silk Roads. And... llamas in towns. The turtles in the capital. Crabs in the new city. That should be good. Sick. Get another crab. That town can focus too, but it's got plenty to grow too, so. Let's see. Let's get a cultural exchange with a Hatshepsut. Gilgamesh is definitely one of the leaders that's going to make you interact with... Oh, wow, she took a city. Hell yeah, Hatshepsut. Hell yeah. Oh, wait, did you go to peace? She did. It was a trade deal. She didn't take the city. Gosh, every time the AI takes a city, it's only from peace deals. It's not because they actually took it. An ally's at war. Wait, did you just... Oh, now you're at war with Blackbeard. All right, well, we're allies, so I guess we're doing this.
Termination sees.
All right. Oh, what is that? All right, cool. Now we're going up this way. Hey, you want peace out here, dude? Pick the wrong ally. She's picking fights with everyone. We're gonna propose with Xerxes. We're gonna peace out here. That way I can actually ask him for military aid instead. She wants a cultural exchange. I don't have an influence to support, so I'll accept. Alright, micromanaging scouts is annoying, but necessary sometimes. Because they'll just run into barbs and die. For sure, 100%. Dude, these volcanoes and floods. Oh boy, that's why there's signs on that tile. It's a volcano. Gotcha. Not any type of flood specifically. Well, I need to get my units up this way. All right, we got our first horse. And I should be able to actually start reinforcing. It takes 9 turns to get over here, of course. Then I need to save gold for upgrades in 4 turns. Defeat an immortal unit. Oh, I forgot that was a quest. That's okay. I'm still only on 4 settlements, but I need these horse units. Oh, I can't stand on her fortification for her. Interesting. Celebration. Let's go for the actually building production this time. You get science on fortifications or +2 influence. I'll do the 2 influence here. I'll take survey out too. She wants to send me a food thing. I need to keep my influence, though, because what I'm trying to do... Oh, I need to send a reconciliation to even send him a military thing. Why is there a galley all the way up in here? Samarkand, why are you here? Oh my goodness, dude. All right, I need to send a military aid back to Hatshepsut, but she can support. Another reinforce. All right, so we got bronze working. Let's go to currency. I need to get markets up. I'm really struggling on gold per turn. And it's time to upgrade our units. And apparently it's very expensive. Don't pillage. Leave. Thank you. $80 gold for an archer. Dude, we need some mercenaries cards for Civ. Holy heck, that's expensive. Now, let me just get my spearmen in here. One of these commanders needs to be the front line commander. Have things like my archers, the upgraded units, and the other ones are gonna fall into the second wave. All right, come back here. Cool, and then deploy forward. What? Why do you do that? The archer should be on the commander, like always. Good hit. Go science boost here. Four turns until our horses start showing up, or 2 turns. Nice. So yeah, I want to prioritize my archer upgrade specifically. Where are you going? All right, Hashepsut is already over here, so let's try to get in as well. I need so much gold. Capital can grab a horse tile as well. Get another... Oh, hello, scout. Kill a scout quick. Get random influence for that? Nice. All right, now we're going to go ahead and start working on more important things. I got like 4 of those coming out. Let's get the barracks built. Run away. Maybe some of these guys don't need to be upgraded just yet. Maybe we just push forward. Let's get a slinger there. This guy can upgrade next turn, though, so... Reinforcements are starting to arrive. Alright, Science on Fortification Buildings is coming out. Let's get the Science in Cities Not Founded by You. No, not yet. Let's go for... Mausoleum of Theodoric. Gate of All Nations was already built. Let's go Mausoleum of Theodoric. Ooh, militaristic or scientific attributes. That's actually a really interesting choice. Scientifically, we go for production on buildings or studying tech masteries. Military-wise, you go for ignoring penalties from unrest, but more importantly, gets closer to settlement limit. And commander promotions. I think science is going to be really important, especially in later eras. Assyria heralds announced their right to rule as the Sarkibitar Arbia, the lords of the four corners of the world, but the meaning is open to interpretation. It's literal, strive towards conquest, nice. Or it's figurative, strive towards knowledge. I do gotta say, I really enjoy the narrative event system in Civ. Like a lot. Let's go production towards buildings, because studying of tech masteries is not how we actually get codices. So I think we'll be fine. So we got a ton of influence right now. Let's go ahead and send another research endeavor. And let's actually just put combat strength on against Carthage. All right, we got our first horse, which can come all the way around here. Nice. Got an archer as well. We can't take the city yet. I'm gonna wait for her to hit it. I want to take the city and not give it to her. I'd like to just be here, you know? Oh, let's also get a settler. There's also a pair of days at a pillage here. Oh no, it's a cotton plantation. Why can't I pillage? Okay. Alright, she hit the walls again. Currency's unlocked. Alright, we can do a lot of damage to the walls now. I can't use the focus fire because you can't use focus fire if there's no unit, which is absurd. But we can do a... Oh, you can't do coordinated attack either. Alright, cool. Oh, high roll! He took it.
Ships.
Nice! We took a settlement. I'm gonna keep it. And we got a free tech. Navigation for free. By conquering a Carthaginian city. That is so thematic, dude. Nice, dude. Alright. Let's go for military training. I want to go to, yeah, Mausoleum of Halkronos is going to be really fun this game. Grab another codex. We got 5. So currently, we've taken 1 city, and we're already halfway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 codices. We're up to the first military legacy point. No wonders, of course. Economic, we're doing just fine. And this settlement is absolutely going to work on some production. I really like playing around with happiness tiles. Oh, Mongolia has a settlement here too. Was Mongolia at war with... Bro, what... Why does Mongolia... Dude, the AI trade cities way too much. It's actually kind of really frustrating. It's one of those things that, like, still irks me. He wants peace. And he'll give me a city for it. Either. Oh gosh, why is there no view map? You gotta let me see the map on these. There's Utica, it's right next to Carthage, but where is... I don't even know where the other settlement was. Must be over this way. I do want to go actually back to war with Persia. Because now he has this settlement here. Or so. Wait, that's Mongolia. Orange colors? Genghis Khan? Hello? Oh my god, it's Genghis Khan. Oh, man. Oh, we got specialists. Ooh, look at that. 4 science on that specialist. That's pretty nice. 12 science on a tile. Alright, I'm gonna do a negative relationship with him. I hate that he has that settlement right there. So I guess we'll take this Genghis Khan city, and then I want to actually fight towards Persia. He has a natural wonder and stuff too. I could actually take a settlement off of Carthage just for the peace deal. Get a quick little reinforcement here. So we have +3 free war support, which means it completely penalizes the surprise war factor. That's actually kind of really nice. Oh, this Gate of All Nations. Oh, from Carthage? Yeah, I don't think we're going to peace, actually. I think we're just doing even more war. Let me ask Persia if he'll give us war support. He's accepting, too. Oh, that's incredible. I didn't realize just how good that is. Archer here, archer there. All right. Oh, of course you can't shoot there, so we gotta move here. Okay. Couple of shots quick. There's somehow Wilt here. Oh, he's Axum? Okay. Oh gosh, look at that. 30 melee strength, +3 from horses, 3 from reckless ability, 5 from their unique ability for being next to a general, 2 from military aid, 3 from military aid, and 5 from another ability. Yikes. All right. Oh, right. This is the archer general, and then this one is going to be the horse and frontline general. Sick. Garden time. Remember how we were talking about putting the market up this way? Nice. Same over here. I'm gonna put a market down. I also need to get a brickyard to actually get some production on these mines. So definitely want to remember put buildings on unappealing rural tiles. Cool. All right, here's a settler. There's definitely resources over here I wanted. Like, we definitely want a settlement, like, halfway between. There's gold here I want. Oh, look at all these resources. Holy dang. Nice river here, too. There's just independent power, like barbarian boats just in the middle of this lake for no reason. So that's the archer general, and I'll move the other one forward. Take another settlement. Get another codex, another tech mastery. The wheel mastered for free. Nice. He's also trying to give us war wariness, so I'll have to stop that. That archer can actually come all the way up this way. That's crazy. I stole whole will. That's awesome. Oh, there's islands up this way. Wow, look at that winter stone. Okay, fix all that quick. Grab all of my archers here. Dude, our combat track is so incredibly high. It's crazy. Because it's not even hard to, like, just run over the deity AI at all.
Those
Science on fortification buildings is nice. Might need to look at getting some science or some happiness. The garden built to go with the market. This slinger is actually gonna be a scout now. Get food in the capital. Oh, they have Numidian cavalry. I've still yet to use Numidian cavalry as playing as Carthage. I think I have just too much fun with the boat stuff. Let's do a coordinated attack here. I definitely don't want that spearman to die. Get a couple of archers here. I'll do a quick focus fire on this unit. Very good. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I don't know if that's almost actually in trade route range or not. What's the trade route range? Oh, I think they added that to the Civic. Trade range. 10 tiles in antiquity. So I have to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, right here is actually works. And then it can actually connect between both of these. I just came out wrong before. Get the villa for happiness and influence. Get a library down. Oh, actually a monument for the influence. Why can't we pillage his tile? Alright, with triple range units to go ahead fire on this settlement. Also want to kill that commander and then pull back. Oof, that's a lot of damage. We take a lot of damage in turn. Why can I not pillage? Yeah, that's how it's now growing. What should I, arranged or... Let's go engineering. All right, we got this settlement. We should build a road to the capital and then build a road to the settlement, the conquered settlements, and connect everything in place. Nice, dude. Heck yeah, dude. And that gives us all of these resources now. I can't move because I didn't improve a resources turn. Dude, I hate that limitation too. Oh, next turn we're gonna lose military aid with a ship set, so I need to re-up it. We take more. We have combat reckless attack, so we get combat strength on attacking but not defending. So I kind of really need to just push. There we go. Okay, now you can... The spearman can pillage. I can't pillage these rural tiles, though. I can pillage urban tiles. I kind of really need these units to heal, so... Please? I don't know why it's like this. Someone really needs a fishing key. Maybe if I say everyone pillage, it'll work. Nope. Did not. That's crazy, dude. Why is pillaging not working? What happened to rural tiles that I can't pillage them now? Oh, sweet. We got more combat strength, and now I can go for order. Or a radius. Let's go order first. Oh, I forgot. Military aid to Shepsit. Also cultural, and then she supports. Sweet. And I can actually get trade routes with her too. That's what I should be doing. Why are my trade routes so expensive? What do you mean 240 gold? Nope, lost my first unit. Alright, he's trying to give me a Utica for free, but I'm about to take it anyways. Now I just gotta kill a unit. It's crazy that I can't pillage these tiles to heal. Right? Hmm. Yeah, there's Mongolia up here. Take the unit, take the settlement,
Perfection is
get engineering for free. Crisis begins. All right, cool. Let's put a specialist on our unique district. That's 14 science on there. Keep another settlement. Does Carthage want to peace out now? Actually, wait, no, I want Carthage specifically because it has Gate of All Nations in it. Oh, Mongolia I could peace out with though. Never mind. He says no. He said no. I guess with Assyria, what you want to do is you want to study all of the super cheap civic masteries so you get the free ones on the full text, huh? Oh, Master Bronze working then. Get a fishing key in that settlement too. Promote on 4. In both order. Sweet. All right, 2 out of 3 for economic, 2 out of 3 for scientific, 2. Oh wow, 1 more settlement for military. I could just settle it, to be honest. Now the crisis. Oh no. It's the rebellion crisis. All right, we're gonna run the negative influence and the unhappiness for having unfilled resource slots because we got a lot of resources actually. I don't think I can take Carthage though. Look how terrible that is to fight. So let's peace out. Let's actually take a settlement from him too in the peace deal. That actually finishes our legacy path for us. Did it give us a free tech though? It does. Nice. Military training. Range and siege units. Alright, Carthage is down to actually a 1 city, 1 settlement. There's another codex as well. I need my libraries. How do I not have libraries? Oh, right. I only have 2 cities. I still can't believe I couldn't pillage. Rural tiles. That's quite absurd. Wow, I need settlement limit really badly. Oh, right. Oh, frick. Hey, his chef's it. Local festival? Only affects cities, huh? Negative 15 happiness? Oh no. Oh no, what have I done? Oh, right. It was the 2 cities in the peace deal. Right. All right, garden, villas, altars. I really didn't even need that last settlement. I really did not need it. Oh yeah, wonders. I forgot about wonders. All right, you need to start grabbing happiness tiles now. And I guess step pyramids too for happiness. I should have went up to Colosseum. There's a 2 happiness tile I needed. Hinder military production, that's fine. I don't need to build more military.
He heard.
Guess an agreement would be nice, but let me try to get... it would be nice if local festival added happiness to all settlements and not just cities. It feels very underpowered. But it would be really good specifically for crisis. Can you make resort towns? Oh, that's a huge shout. Yeah, you got two happiness here now. It's not -10. Um, 360 gold. So let me also buy a... Oh, altars are so expensive. This is another reason why you don't necessarily want to have so many cities. It's because it's going to make buying buildings in your towns like altars also more expensive. Not your warehouse buildings, but your altar is technically not a warehouse building. Oh, and the crisis gets worse. All right, -4 now. This guy's a -12. Holy heck. -3 happiness in settlements not founded by you. -6 in cities. -6 in town. Okay, the cities I didn't found is fine. Organize military next turn. You can now focus. Now you can get trade outpost. 2 happiness or resource tile in the town. Or you get +1 happiness on gold, on rural tiles that have at least 1 happiness. So it depends on if your resources have happiness or not. 1 resource. 2 resource, breathtaking, 3 resources. So that's what, 6 happiness? Or rural tiles is 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Yeah, so this one's actually better as a trade outpost. Goes down to -1. Except the crisis is gonna make it bad. I need culture, like, really badly.
An army when I was
Alright, so there's the revolts happening. That's bad. I really don't need this settlement over here. I could actually give that to Mongolia and be happy with it. I actually really don't want this settlement at all. I'd rather pick the settlement that I don't get, you know? Which one is it? Adaratum. And I can always settle again. I think you actually keep all 3 points as well, even if you lose the city. There we are. Now we're at 8 out of 7. He has this. Carthage is now weak. And that's fine. And he got up to settlement limit really badly, though, still. But that should mean that's still -8. 6. Oh, that's why you lost a resource. And you can't put one back in. Why did you lose a resource? Oh, I probably lost a gypsum somewhere. I need a trade out range over here. Oh gosh, they just freaking burned in another building. It has -6 happiness because of the resource is unfilled. And I have resources, I just can't put it in because F me, I guess. No, they burned down the barracks twice. Alright, amphitheater needs built. Oh, it's not even good at amphitheater. They really hate that tile. They really hate the barracks. They burned it down 3 turns in a row. But I need the barracks so it actually finishes the happiness building. Stop burning the barracks! Burn anything else! Burn a resource tile so I can fix it so I can move my resources around. Oh, gosh. All right, supporting open markets. Oh, the Mausoleum Theodoric is still here. Let me quickly get a merchant so I can put them somewhere to get a resource swap. Also, legacy pathwise. Oh, this isn't full, but I don't know if it matters or not. I think we unlocked it anyways. I don't know if they changed how that worked or not. All right, this is really close. Hinder finances, amazing. That's not what I need right now. Production bill. Let's get some production for buildings. Let's get up to here. And I also need to finish my Assyrian masteries. Let's get the Mausoleum of Theodoric as well. Take 5 turns to get over there. That's crazy. Yeah, everyone except Hatshepsut hates me. Amazing. I love that. I love that. I love that everyone hates me except Hatshepsut. Ow. Prepare a woodcutter. Oh, come on. I wanted that to be a resource. I can move our resources. Oh, gosh. Everything's burning over here. Philo's done next turn. All right, Utica. All right, finally. Repaired a resource in Utica. Now I can move resources again. Jeez. Okay. Oh, or I just lost the market in my city. So the resources are now full, so it lost the unhappiness. I hate it. I hate... I hate this. Hey, look, they're happy now because their market burnt down to the ground. Great. Right, that makes sense. Yeah. Wow, most of my settlements are happy again, except for Utica. And they only have -3. And they can be resort town. Sick. Wait, they only got 2 happy tiles. But they have 2 resources, so they'll be a trade outpost. There we go. All settlements are happy again. This could be a sick resort town, though. All right. Awesome. Now, I guess I do have to figure out one last settler to get back to Golden Age? Maybe? Or I guess take one more city. What the heck? Why is Utica still rebelling? They're at -7. What? -3. Take out the crowds, put it in llamas. There you go. You're at least at 0. Hmm. All right, cool. Now what? Repair that barracks again? Sure. Feels real bad building altars for 0 bonuses, but it is what it is. I still have a single siege unit, which is pretty funny too. Couple codex to line up. Wow, Jade is literally 1.2 gold. Two facts of the dates. Dates are pretty good. Ow. Awesome, a huge volcano just went off. Of course, Utica got pillaged again. Let's see. I definitely had a bunch of these step pyramids I still wanted to buy. I expected to have more gold per turn this game than I ended up with. Guess I've been playing a lot of high gold games lately. Gosh, who's still rebelling? What happened? Oh, is it because the generals aren't in the towns anymore? Shoot. Yeah, I think it is. Alright, we got ironwork. I can build a mausoleum of Holocarnassus now. I need mathematics to get academies. Pair of pasture so I can get this llama back in here. Actually, -1, -1. Get some happiness, some tiles repaired. This is wild, man. Dye is great for happiness. Build a fishing key in your second city. You could grow to it. True. Oh, I just put it over there. Welp. The dyes is good, but it's not that I'm lacking happiness resources. Like, I also have a bunch of llamas. It's just, they keep on getting removed. Maybe I could use the dyes here. Like, this llama, it keeps on just freaking getting yeeted. And then it hurts not just the settlement that, you know, itself, but it also hurts the settlement that would have been able to fill that slot. But, like, everything's happy right now, except for Utica. Utica has dates. We need slot llamas into it, so it's at least at 0 there. All right, and there's a local festival too. Local festival absolutely should be affecting. I really wish it affected towns, especially in like right now. It is a good shout though. I do influence or cultural alter. I get culture at this point. I need culture so bad, just because we know we need the settlement limit so badly. This completely derailed. This crisis completely derailed my game, which I guess is fine, because like that's the point. The crisis is supposed to be bad, duh. Ooh, Mausoleum of Theodoric. But dang, yeah, this is not what I wanted to do right now. Ignore happiness penalty from unrest and captured settlement. That's a big one. There's another dates too. So repairing tiles. Alrighty. Oh, man, I'm spending so much gold on repairing tiles instead of buying my step pyramids, which I wanted to do. Mausoleum of Theodoric can be built now. Step pyramid. Very good. All right, everything should be happy again. We should also get a policy card for +2 happiness in all settlements soon. Oh, that's a boat I need to go deal with. And I mean buying my pyramids everywhere. All right, so this is at 3 happiness. If I step my commander out, it's at -1. Okay, yeah, the commander needs to stay. Oh, he's so dead. Henry Harbor. Oh, step pyramids are expensive. All right, +2 happiness in settlements. That's a big deal. It looks like this mod got a little messed up. That's okay. And I definitely need the 5 gold per turn. Oh, I was still running charismatic leader. That's crazy, dude. I do need to go to the Assyrian last Civic Mastery. What happened to the hair? Hey! Etchard, we ended up dyeing it for CivGive. I put a redemption up every single year during our big charity event. And someone donated $150 for the blue? We also had a big donation where I have to do green this year as well. So we're gonna see a lot of fun colors this year. Do you have to choose the color? I basically set the color. There was different price levers for different colors. Blue is my favorite color. My first name's Jay. I'm a little bit of a blue jay. And we've done blue before, so it was the cheapest. And then other primary colors were the second, and then choose any color was another option. So someone has redeemed green as one of the primaries, but last year we ended up with hot pink as well. So I got a bunch of photos of that in the Discord. It turns out I enjoy it. It's a ton of fun, personally. It is funny because it drives my dad crazy. Everyone I ever talk to either loves it or they think it looks awful until I said it was for charity, and they're like, "Oh, that's amazing! You're a wonderful person." Nice to have a day job that allows it. Yeah, I kind of work in an art field, so it's pretty normal. And then I also bartend, so it's kind of a quick conversation starter. I mean, it's definitely not at a bar that normally... It's very traditional, so some people give me a weird look, but then again, they hear it's for charity, and they immediately 180 on it, so it's pretty funny. Alright, I think I can actually move forward with my generals now. Alright, cool. Let's see, can we take a settlement? I mean, if I take anything, I have to go after Carthage, right? Oh, it's gonna be so... Oh, they got Bursa. And so many walls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, probably 6 sets of walls. Obviously, I could just take that one. When you have a settlement limit, you also just need to have something that's actually worth taking, though. Oh, I guess I just build a settler. And settle down here for all these resources. Yeah, let's do that. I mean, I guess... And then I'm not going for the free tech thing. That's fine. I definitely don't need tier 3 units. There's a lot of archers here, too. I still have that quest to kill an immortal. Oh, I was just given a settlement.
Perfection.
Oh, it was an Egyptian settlement. Oh, I'm sorry, Hatshepsut. I didn't mean that. All right, commanders need to go back, though. We now have all the settlements we need. I need one more codex slot. Oh, actually, yeah, hang on a second. I need to make this as an urban center and buy a library. Happiness on production buildings. Absolutely, I need happiness. And so we now have only one settlement with negative happiness, and that's Hatshepsut's. So let me find a happiness. I guess we got wool for now. Or no, yeah, wool or dates are the same. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. So I definitely need to repair stuff over here as well, and then set this to probably Mastaban market. Motor temple. Oh, Egypt always puts the buildings in not the same place. That's rough, man. Oh, repair the market, actually. Because I need to put another happiness resource in here. Another date. Yeah, there you go. So, this was a city. It has -6 happiness from maintenance. It has 1, 2, 3, 4 resources. So that's no, that's over there. 3 resources. That's 6 happiness if it becomes a trade town. And then 1, 2, 3. 3 happiness on a resort town. Urban center would be 3 happiness as well. So yeah, I guess just another trade outpost. 7 happiness, good. Cool. I guess we fixed their rebellion problem. Awesome. I'm gonna reject the hindering of finances. I need my gold really badly. This is such a an interesting line, a conga line of settlements. You could just wow. But yeah, I really can't do any conquest anymore. Certainly feeling a limitation. Need that last codex slot. Paradigm shift, another crisis slot. I will take the negative happiness in the capital because the capital can take it. And Edward Teach declared war on me. Cool.
Bring a spring on their cable, Artie.
Alrighty. And 10 turns. Alright, cool. Let me buy this library. Oh, I put a saw pit on that tile. Whoops. Let's grab the codex. There we go. Golden Age science and military. Economic is not there. I have the resources. I just don't have any slots. He's gonna try get in here. Can't let that. How did I keep on losing this town focus? Ally Genghis? He kind of hates my guts. I can try, but we got 10 turns left. There's that last settler. Oh, shoot. Where am I putting this guy? Well, gold would be nice. Just gonna check him over here, I think. I don't know what's gonna happen next era. We also have how many units? 3, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. But I have 2 commanders, so I can get 6, 4, that's 10, 14. So I can get 3 more units. Transitioning the area on a regroup transition. And I guess that's ballista. Yeah, let's get a few ballista. Navy for exploration. In the regroup transition, the naval units still don't transition at all. This is fantastic. All right. Are they allies? Yeah, they became allies. That's why. It's because that's why. We go into the commander here and then redeploy here. And that way he can attack. Awesome, and that actually freaking works. Oh, I didn't want him to go there, but that's fine. Oh shoot, right. I gotta defend them from both sides. We're just gonna roll and hurt their siege units though, and then roll back. Nice. That's sick. Yeah, I've been playing on regroup as opposed to continuity. I just feel like it's close. It's the developers say it's the way they want to play it. I know regroup is continuity is more fun for a lot of players, especially in single player. I know in multiplayer it's kind of necessary because it's very easy to abuse in a multiplayer setting. And that's why it wasn't available for why it was designed. My talks with Carl, that's why they had made the game the way they have. But of course, you know, things are available either way, so that's awesome. Also, the food from these towns that are specialized is not actually making it anywhere. Food from specialized towns can only make it to a connected settlement. So this settlement can travel food back to the capital, or is it connected to the capital? It's not connected to the capital. It's only connected to this town. Maybe that's why the town focus keeps on getting shunted back. So these towns, it's by trade route range, so they can only make it the 10 tiles. Shoot. That's bad. That's only a few turns, right? Holy movement of freaking chariot. You went through... Alright. I never should let you guys live. Hey, we got the Mausoleum of Holocronosis, though. First time each cavalry unit is destroyed, it respawns. It's ridiculous. All right, we'll get a little palace specialist. Fishing keys, fix it right. Ooh, fishing keys. Right, so city connections will work with on water as long as they are on the same continent and within sea trade route range, which is going to be 30 tiles instead of 10. So pretty much it should work, yeah. Except, well, Utica can't trade. Like, this settlement could, that settlement could. Right, the jet. And let's look at the food income here. From Connected Town. Thanks for telling me which town it is. This one's 11, this one's 20. I have no idea. I don't know how city connections work. Why is it only 10 and 11.5? I really wish I had my mod that showed me where the city connections were going. Oh, it's being split. Okay, here it is. Imgur and Lee and Ashore. So these two settlements are sending food to both of my cities and splitting it evenly. But they're the only settlements that are getting food over here. This settlement, can now focus. So let's just make it a mining town, right? It has 12 food per turn. And now my capital is getting 6 food per turn from there because the other food's going to my other city. Yeah, so these Calhoun. Oh, that's its own food. All right. So this settlement's connected, but this settlement is not. By jet. Interesting. And it has a fishing key. Interesting. All right, we got all these unique civics done. Now it's just a matter of getting anything else. Get some academies done. These volcanoes are going off like crazy, dude. Where's the continent split? Good question. Here. Oh, yeah, digested on a different continent. Yeah, that would do it. So you can only send food to the same continent. Which makes sense in terms of, like, islands. Stuff like that. Because, like, you could... Things would be connected, like, by crazy distances, but... We got some good fishing tiles over here now. Oh yeah, let's get over to that dyes. Of course, these ballista are for just next era. I'm gonna try to not lose any units between the era transition. Of course. Oh, come on. I guess the crisis specifically did stop my conquest, but at the same time, it did add a lot of complexity to this game.
And I...
All right, we had also the 12 food production from Settlements I Conquered. Gold should absolutely be going to step pyramids because they are ageless and they'll continue providing science for us. We won't be able to do them next era as well. All right, how many turns we got? 5 turns left. I'll say, 'cause he's not going to settle till the very end. Now, there's something to be said about buying one more city just to get a academy down, but I think I'd rather just buy the ageless step pyramids instead. All right, future tech is out of reach. Oh man, if I was taking cities, you could hit future tech though. Oh, dude, I need resource slots. Oh, lighthouses. That's how you do it. Bold strategy by Xerxes and Teach. Killing all their units and generals before the age transition? Yeah. Let's see how it works out for them, Cotton. Absolutely. That's so funny. Oh, I need to get over here. So let's get the fishing key. And then I need the market. And you need a lighthouse. Four turns. You're gonna have to gold buy out the rest of that. Is that a colonist? Oh. You get an influence for killing colonists. Based off the combat strength. Oh, I guess they do have a defensive combat strength. Oh, that didn't kill him. Here. Quick shot out. Nice. So now you can go maneuver. You go assault for tankiness, or you can maneuver for like some crazy movement stuff. I really like maneuver. Let's go maneuver. All my settlements are still happy. Awesome. You know the interesting thing though? During the 10-turn countdown is like the perfect time to go kill someone outright, so it doesn't advance the era next stage. Three turns on the age. Can't get a lighthouse here. Can't get a market over here. Get the market over here. Three more resource slots. How in the heck? You get two there, and you still need one more. Oh, one here in this town. That'll be a resource slot. Well, I better settle somewhere where I can get actually a resource improved. Oh, let's build the lighthouse here. Move there. Oh no, I got the lighthouse. I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh, pillage gold. The hell yeah, dude. Kill the general too right before the era. 2 tons in the era. Oh wow, this became a terrible settlement. I was not thinking straight. This guy might end up off fresh water just because I delayed. Yeah, you can't pillage rural tiles for some reason. That's crazy. I don't know what the heck happened. That must be a bug. Because they renamed... I guess they renamed them. 1 turn for the age. There. Can I move? Nope. I gotta improve something. I also gotta finish this lighthouse. And then I have to come over here and buy a granary on top of a resource, on top of a tile, so that I can grab this resource and then I can move things around. There. All right. Cool. We got the economic path too. Everything but the wonder path, which is fine. Okay. 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 So we're gonna turn a wall. Oh, I can't culcerate up a cliff, I guess. Kill that unit, shoot that unit. I feel like the initiative promotion should be on the movement tree, to be honest. Like, it's so good, but it's definitely a movement thing. Oh, I lost a unit. That's fine. Wow, he wants to give me a settlement. Rusicade. Where the heck is that? Oh, it's new. Must have just founded it. Oh, that's now Mongolia's. Age of Antiquity is ending. Cool. Awesome. So, 3 legacies. Nope, I lost a resource. Because of town. Utica. Of course I did. Repair the pasture. Fixed. Awesome. So if he's gonna give me a settlement, I might as well take one. I have no idea where those are gonna be. Andulus. Originally Mongolia's. That could be interesting. Oh, that would give me a future tech too. Xerxes does not want a settlement. Let's see. Propose peace. Okay, so Tinga and Rusicade were probably just settled on some random islands. Undulus is 5 population, so it has something going for it. Negative 11 happiness, which is hilarious. You know what? Sure, why not? Let's see what happens. Let's take Adulus. Done handsomely.
Done handsomely.
Yeah, I am handsome. Look how handsome. And there's a future check. Nice. And there's a random settlement up here. Okay. And we got a scientific point. Nice. So let's go ahead and get science on resources. And I could just pillage. Wait, I could just raise this? It's so far up north. I already have access to this coastline too. It's surrounded by Carthage. 2 tiny settlements with Carthage. Okay. I think this is only gonna hurt me. You know what? Just for the science of it, I want to see what happens when you're raising a city in the age transitions. We're raising. We're raising. And the settlements being raised. It's crazy. I've actually never raised a settlement before in Civ 7. That's hilarious. And the turn's not going to transition anyways, so we should be good just how we are. Last thing to do is maybe... No, I'll save my gold. Bam, bam, bam. Next turn. 130 turns. Standard speed. Cool.
Many hands and many minds worked to make Assyria prosper. In the end, all contributed.
Very nice. All right, so age rankings. Of course, Hatshepsut had a bunch of wonders. We're allies. I was giving her culture the whole time. That's fantastic. But we're a leader of everything else. So great library. We had 12 codices, 16 settlement points, 21 Silk Road points. Amazing. 10. There we are. We also got to level 3 on Gilgamesh. The key to immortality, magic plant. I want to see what that is now. Absolutely want to see that. Ooh, maybe I can change my mementos. Change mementos before I forget. That's friendly greetings of 100% relationship increase. Ooh. Well, that's fun. Cool, I'll take it. I'll try it out. And then from here, where do they recommend that Gilgamesh goes? So it looks like they are recommending Abbasid because, you know, the Fertile Crescent. That makes sense. They also recommend Normans. That must be a strategic choice. And then Chola, too. Interesting. Well, we're going to go Abbasids because I love Abbasids. We're going to see what happens.
The second of the great Arab caliphates, the Abbasid dynasty, is the heart of wisdom. As the knowledge of the world and the heavens flows inwards to Abbasid libraries, Abbasid scholars are guided by the tenets of their faith and their devotion to expanding the frontiers of science and commerce. Seek, read, discover. The world is yours.
We got Xerxes has Mongolia, Egypt and Shanghai, Genghis Khan is Chola, and of course Blackbeard is the pirates. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna save this game here. And yeah, no, I think Gilgamesh is a ton of fun. I'll be wrapping up here, but don't worry, I'm gonna try to send you guys over to Paisley Trees here in a little bit, because I see she's streaming as well. Gilgamesh is quite incredible. That is so much fun. Very happy that he's a free leader, a anniversary, non DLC, and that's I think it's a big win. Firaxis has been doing a bunch in terms of the playtesting. If you haven't heard the Firaxis Feature Workshop, it is where players, content creators, and a bunch of us have all been going in and get to play the big foundational reworks for Civilization 7. That is including continuous civs, playing a civ through all 3 ages, or playing a civ in any age, as well as the rework to legacy paths, victory conditions, and like a lot more. Some of this update that we were playtesting is actually already available, including Gilgamesh, the happiness rework, the UI things as well. And I think that's good. If you are interested in being part of the Firaxis Feature Workshop, keep an eye in their Discord. I'm sure they're gonna have another application coming out here in a couple of weeks, and it's gonna be basically 3 rounds of everyone play, everyone get feedback, and see how things going. I think Firaxis is doing a fantastic job. They even had a separate Q&A for just us content creators. They've been listening to our feedback directly. I even got to write like a whole long document, like literally like 13 pages of what I thought about continuous ages and the various mechanics that involved, including what I thought about in terms of the pain points of that I think a lot of players feel in terms of Civ 7. Obviously, all the strengths as well, and where to take things directly. And I got to see people; they were actually reading it, so that's fantastic. They've been very awesome to work with this. So very, very much enjoying what's happening right now. So I'll be ending the stream here, guys. But don't worry, I'm gonna live redirect you over to Paisley Trees, so you don't have to go anywhere. I'll see you guys here in a little bit. If I just remember how to do this. I always forget. Here it is. Okay, I got it. Bam. All right, and then I'll send you guys over on Twitch as well. All right, guys, I'll see you guys here. Let's go all say hi to Paisley and see how she's Goga broing. All right, bye.